بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم به نستعين ونهتدي والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أفضل الخلق والمرسلين أثره نقتفي وبه نقتدي أما بعد. The topic of today is the selling process. It's an important topic that would help companies to understand the different stages of that process, and also would help them to for the growth of the company, because the sales is a key, it's like a key part of any business. It would help companies for their growth, especially if they manage to build up a strong customer base. So let's say that the fact to understand the selling process would help you to find the potential buyers or prospective clients, also to increase your overall sales and to nurture your relationships with consumer. So we can say briefly that the selling process is the interaction between a salesperson and the potential buyer. So we have seven common steps. So the first one is prospecting. The second one is preparation. The third one is the approach. The fourth one is the presentation or the pre-approach. So the fifth one is handling objections, and the sixth one is closing. I mean the deal or the sale. The seventh one is the follow-up. So one more time: prospecting, preparation, approach, presentation, handling objections, closing, follow-up. So the first three steps, which are prospecting, preparation, and approach, involve the research into prospects' needs and wants. So because the presentation is only a midway in the process, and the final four steps, which are, presentation, handling objections, closing, and follow-up, would include addressing many questions or concerns for the sales, and also for the customers, so as to learn things about them, and also to maintain connection with the buyers, the customers. So both of B2B, business to business, or business to customer businesses follow that process and try to build up a strong customer base. So this is the issue from collecting information. So let's start by the first stage, which is prospecting. So prospecting is simply try to find and qualify your buyers or your clients. So by some questions, and also to have prospective customers, and like, for example, study their particular needs, and also to know if your business or if your product would fulfill their needs. So, and also you would compile a list of potential clients through qualifying questions. Like, for example, it's like if you fix some criteria so as to build up the customer base that I talked about a few minutes ago. Like, for example, if your customer or if the prospective customer, is he a business owner, or, for example, a home owner, his average income per month, so as to know if your pricing is suitable to his to his purchasing power. So, like, if you are trying to narrow your buyer pool, so as to focus on certain volume of prospective or potential buyers. And let's switch to the second stage, which is the preparation or the pre-approach. So before so before before contact with prospects, you have to prepare all the necessary information regarding the things that I'm going to mention right now. So, like for example, the product description, the prices, the payment options, the competitor rate and date for sales. You know, to have some statistics that would help you to understand how can you deal with the buyers. Also, initial sales presentation. You have to also to practice your presentation and say it out loud with somebody or someone, and that person would ask you some questions or some potential questions that you can have with real prospective customers. So the third stage, which is the approach. So you have to establish and personalize the meeting with your client and make him committed by questions. Questions are very important in that process. You would notice that. Those questions, for example, are like, for example, about the frequency of consumption of your product. Something, for example, that could make him, for example, unhappy with your product. Also, the benefits. If that customer knows something about the benefits of your products, so as to get the maximum of information, so in order to know how to deal with him. The fourth stage, which is presentation. So after understanding the needs and the wants of your customer, so you can make a demonstration to show the product benefits. For example, and also to introduce your product as a solution for the matters or for the problem of your customer. Some companies they make the inverse, the opposite. So they start by the problem so as to attract the attention of customer, and then they introduce they introduce the solution. But others know they start by the problem, and they make like a sort of suspense, or so as to make the customer paying attention to your presentation, and also to attract him till the end, like a movie, something like that. And the fifth, so you can also use videos, videos or testimonials. That would be also useful in your presentation. So the fifth stage, it's handling the objections. That's necessary, because you should learn from your clients or his objections, and you have to ask him so as to have an idea about his view about objections, because his view would help you to understand the motivations of the purchasing. Why would he buy your item? Why would he not buy your items? Like for example, you have motivations and breaks. The break. What would stop him to buy your item? It's very important also. So there is one important advice in that stage. Close your mouth. Listen, and let him talk. Let him finish. Let him talk. Don't interrupt him, so as to have the maximum information on the objections, because that would help you to make a profile of your item, and also to introduce something to your marketing department, so as to change something in the mix marketing, in the marketing mix, in order to improve the launch. How to launch your item differently, so as to get the interest of your customers. The sixth stage is closing the deal. Once you have convinced the buyer by the benefits of your item or your product, and you notice that he would buy your product, so then you close the sale. You go forward for the payment options and the contract, but go step by step. So, and after completing the transaction, Don't cut with him in one shot. I mean, you don't have to drop the connection instantly. No, so you have to go step by step. You thank him, and then you let him finish the deal himself. I mean, the customer. Like that, you maintain the human touch to your relationship. The seventh stage, which is the follow-up. This is very important so as to get the loyalty of your customer and the continuation of relationship with him. Like for example, after sales service, the gifts, discount, mailings, some calls so as to have his impressions about such or such item or such idea that would help you also to maintain him, and also to ask him through emails or by phone to rate the service, so as to know if he is satisfied or not. If it is satisfied, then it's good for you. So you have to maintain that level. Otherwise, so you have to review your marketing mix. I think that I reach the end of my session. I would like to thank you for your attention, and I'm going to make sessions about other topics that are related to business and marketing, and also to the selling process. Just let me a few days, and I'm going to think about that kind of issues. Thank you once again. Thank you for your attention. I'm going to finish by the Holy Quran. ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب وقل اعملوا فسيرى الله عملكم ورسوله والمؤمنون وستردون إلى عالم الغيب والشهادة فينبئكم بما كنتم تعملون. Once again, thank you. Bye. See you next, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.